everybody, it's Squiddi here from the Squiddi Games channel, and today I'm going to do a reshoot or re-exploration of my Minecraft minigame that I created. It's going to be a little shorter. We're not going to go through the entire mansion tour, we're just going to go through basic mechanics, basic mechanics of the game. We're going to go through all the items, and we are also going to today we're also going to show you a couple of the updates. Right. Of course, this minigame is the minigame that I created about in March. I started making it in March. The initial release was on the 27th of May. The name of it is Death by Dawn. It is heavily inspired by Dead by Daylight. You can tell by, as you probably guessed, by the name of it. So when you spawn in, when you spawn into the world, you'll spawn somewhere around the lobby. But if you spawn into the world, you just have to go into this little structure here, and you'll be in. Alright. So, first off, it was created by me. Here are my fellow helpers. Dread Pirate Joey. He was a co-redstoner and also a beta tester of the game. Izrath, she helped build a section of the map. She's also a beta tester. And XBMC. He was also one of my beta testers. For all their hard work and their honesty. Of course, this game is far from perfect, but I need to... Of course, this isn't a professional made game. I'll try and I would try and get a Minecraft expert to help me with some of this, but I don't know any. So, alright. First, when you spawn into the world, you'll go into that chest over there. Read the rule books. You'll come in here. These are some of the items that we'll need. And we'll need to start the game. So, this is the instruction book, the rules and such. I need to update this book actually, because we're on 3.2.1, because I made some updates. By Dawn version 3.2.1. Description, these are all the pages, created by 2020. I might change the username of my the description. You and your friends have been trapped inside a dark mansion with only one way out. But you need to find the key to get out. But hidden somewhere in the mansion, there is a killer out for blood. He is in heavy armor, and he's also armed with a sword. He will not stop until everyone inside his home is dead. You will have until sunrise. Find the exit key whether it be in the depths of the nether, the giant storage room, or in the blackness of the basement. Once the sun rises, the killer will be able to find you more easily. He will no longer be a slow-moving killer. Will you have the courage to face the darkness of the mansion to escape, or will you encounter death by dawn? Description. Just don't tell me that this is a ripoff of another game. It is merely another inspiration of Dead by Daylight. The objectives. As a survivor or survivors, you want to find the exit key and escape the mansion. As the killer, you have to kill all the survivors before they leave. Rules. Everyone must be in survival mode, but you cannot break the map. You only use keys on labeled rules. For example, you cannot use the exit. You can only use the exit key on the exit. So when you find keys hidden throughout the house, maybe you find the laboratory key. You can only use it on the lab. You can't use it anywhere else. Only use items either given to you at the beginning of the game or one of the many items listed on the next page. Golden armor, leather armor, maybe the baseball bat, the babe, which is another item. Fire weenie rod, second chance, keys. The killer cannot die. The killer cannot remove given potion effects that he's given to him. You only have one life. The totems don't count. Because as you see in the hotbar, there's a totem as well you can use. You only have one life. You die, forever, unless you find the second chance. And only one person can use the second chance. And it's the first person who dies is attached to the second chance. The dead cannot assist the living. If you're a spectator, you cannot assist your living companion. Once you escape, hit the pressure plates outside the mansion on the path. Then you win. Keys must be removed from the passed around, and the killer must hide the keys before. So when you finish your game, you need to gather all the keys that you hid, and you need to re-hide the keys. And the next killer needs to re-hide all the keys. Let's see. No attempting to escape the map or going barriers. It must be removed from the past round. Yeah, no attempting to escape through the vault. Only one person may escape through the vault. We'll get to that later. And you only have 5 seconds to get to the door. If the door closes on you when you try and escape through the vault, game over for you. You cannot escape through the vault. Only one person may use the second chance it is retrieved. The armor is first come, first served, but you can share it if you want. The killer cannot puppy guard the keys or the egg. Use Optifine and turn on dynamic lights if you choose to play on lights out mode. Moody brightness is highly recommended, and please have fun. There's a message. You can read that when you end the game. You can pause the game. Credits, construction, redstone, infrastructure, Candleoxy, testing. Special thanks to all my friends who played the game for the first time, or as the first time in its initial release. Alright, second book. DVD updates the patch notes. If you want to, you can just read through all the updates the patch notes, but it's not required. At page 101, main activities: hiding the keys, resetting the game, removing placed keys, deleting items. I'll show you what you need to do. Alright, now let's get to the items. Now, as the killer, you get full netherite armor, or Blackstone armor. It's what I call it, with fun little subtitles. You get the Blackstone Sword, which you can kill people with it. Yes, it is a little overpowered, but there is a reason why. But it's only another sword and another effect, because you can kill someone in one shot with it. Ultra Lifesaver. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if these guys get it or if the survivors get it. I haven't played the game in a while. So these are probably interchangeable. Dead Man. This is your food. Everyone, including the killers, get 20 of these. We talked about this, and as a survivor, you get 3 little golden T-pose to survive your night. Alright? Only 3 you got 3 chances, and then you die on your 4th and final. Oh yeah, there's some for if you're in the lobby. When you want to start the game, first what you want to do is hide one of every key. Make sure the players can actually get to the keys. So if you hide the exit key in the artifact room, you have to hide the artifact room. You have to hide the artifact key in a place where they can get it without going through a locked door. Right. Now this is key to the vault. It's a little riddle. It's a riddle that tells you the number sequence to get into the vault. When you want to start the game, if you want lights on, keep the light up, keep the lever up. If you want lights out, put the lever down. All the survivors press this button first, and killers, if there's 1 killer, press the button twice. If there's 2 killers, each of the killers press once. So, when the game starts, all the survivors will spawn here, at the front of the mansion. They can't get out because they can't break blocks. They can only move in either the 2 doors or in those 3 directions. The killer spawns up here, staring down. He knows that you're in his house. He has slowness and night vision. Slowness, night vision, and fire. And I think weakness, but I'm not entirely sure. When he spawns and when you see the title go up, all the survivors go throughout the house, find keys. Now, the special objectives, there's some more keys. Kitchen A is blocked, so you have to find a key to get into Kitchen A. Who knows, maybe there might be a laboratory key in there, maybe even the exit key. In the artifact room. Alright, so here's something as an example. So, across the map, like in the billiard room, you will find chests that have various potions in them. Those you can use those to spice up the gameplay. These are just mostly harming potions, or very harmful potions, except for this one maybe. But those are used if you want to have your custom rules. But anything that's in a chest or on an armor stand that isn't a specified armor is off limits. Let's see, there is also stuff in item frames in there. You cannot use those. Here, I don't think there's any armor. But here's a good example. I'm not entirely sure where I put them. I have to look, but across the map there are 2 sticks and a blaze rod. There's a baseball bat, which has knockback 5. The Babe, which has knockback 10, and the Fire Weaning Rod, which has fire aspect 2. The survivors can use those as defense mechanisms against the killer. And the Fire Weaning Rod that might... Here it is. The Fire Weaning Rod, fire aspect 2. You might want to use that if... You might want to use that if you get in a precarious situation. Now, when you're coming around the house, here's another special aspect. If you happen to come down here, you're brought into the maze. There's no way out of the maze. There's only the way in, and there's this way. There are chests in the mansion, in the maze. You can hide it. If you come in here, if you somehow solve the maze, and you come in here, you can't leave here. You have to use the parkour to get out. But if you make it through the parkour, there's a special Easter egg at the very end, or special access. I'll give you a hint. There's one of the private rooms can be accessed through the parkour that you don't need a key for. So if you happen to hide the exit key in that room, well, your killer's kind of screwed. Alright, now, let's go into one of the bedrooms, because there is a little mechanic I want to show you there. Mechanic 1. In 4 of the bedrooms, there are I haven't restocked yet. In the rooms, there are normally pieces of leather armor. You press the button, you grab it, you have an extra piece of defense against the killer. And you're it's pretty much as a minor defense mechanism. It doesn't work too much against the netherite sword, but it might save your life. It might be a couple hearts saving your life. I updated this world recently. It's a little wonky. So, here's the basement. Pretty precarious, I like it. Here is the vault. The vault is on the other side of this door. If you type in the keypad right, then you may access the vault. I'm going to go inspect it real quick. Now, if you access the vault, you come in through the door, but you have a limited time in order to escape. You have 5 seconds in order to get from there to in here, or else the door is locked forever. I mean forever. No one can get in. This, if you flick this lever, it slowly opens the door, it brings you through the passageway, and out the house. So if you happen to find the key to the vault, you can escape. Again, remember, this map is a work in progress. Everything is a work in progress on this map. Nothing is going to be perfect. There might be some bugs. There are going to be some refreshes. Stuff like that. So, when the game is over, when someone wins or when someone loses or whatever, you need to make sure you remember where you hid your keys. You need to remember where you hid each of your keys. You need to remember where everything is so you can reset the map. Even armor, you have to repair the armor when you put it back in the chest. You need to make sure everything is fine and dandy for the next room. I know it's a lot of manual work, but it is worth it for the experience. I mean, even though I'm a novice at this kind of stuff, I really, really enjoyed making this. Oh, here's the baseball. Yeah, the baseball bat's here. Babe. Oh, the babe's in a secret room. All I'm going to give you as a hint is press a button. You need find the button to press and you will find the babe. If you don't know if the babe is named after Babe Ruth, one of the baseball players on the New York Yankees. He's my favorite. It's my favorite baseball team. Some people think that liking professional sports is overrated, but I don't. But yeah, so here's the thing. There is no fall damage, so you can't really. There's no fall damage. Fire tick's off. Mob spawning is off because everything in here is pretty much fine damage. All right. Oh, one more thing. There's one more catch to this game. There are no lights. So, as I mentioned before, there are 2 modes. Lights on and lights out. Lights on is everyone is given night vision for the full gameplay, and there's nothing to worry about. Lights off. Only the killer is given night vision. Only the killer. The survivors are given nothing but a candlestick. This is why Optifine is strongly recommended. And brightness, video settings. Brightness is set to moody for a reason. As you can see on my footage, you can't see anything. You have to find your way through the darkness with moody brightness. This is why Optifine is recommended, because only the dynamic light setting on Optifine can do this. But if you want to know how to do that, if you have Optifine, I'll show you how. So you go to Options, you go to Video Settings, you go here, Dynamic Lights. Normally your dynamic light, there's no dynamic lights, that's default. Dynamic lights, you can either be fast, which it updates every half second, or fancy, which constantly updates. I have it on fancy because my computer is powerful. But yeah, that is basically the game. Yeah, and it's not, and all this is happening at night. That structure isn't part of it. So I know there are a few ways that you can exit the map. I know you can go up here and escape, but if you do, where's the fun in that? There's no fun. There's no fun in trying to escape the map using cheats. Actually, I'm going to put some barrier blocks up here so no one can do that. But anywho, that is the game. Change it. There, much better. Now you guys can see. Once you escape the map as a survivor, press pressure lights anyway. Now, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you guys today. Don't worry, I'll be if you want to. Just a little update. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch more often than YouTube now because it's a little easier to do it for me. I'll be uploading all the VODs to my YouTube channel. You don't have to worry about missing any content if you just want to watch my YouTube stuff. But anyways, that's all. Thank you all very much for watching. Have fun playing my game. My question is, to you, will you survive, or will you encounter death by dawn? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.